Hey, don't duck out. This cookie tutorial is too cute to miss. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. Let me introduce you to Quackers. She's another cookie in the Krayon Kidz cookie decorating series. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single adorable cookie in the series. And we started all of these by decorating the crayon first, and if you missed that video tutorial, there's a link in the description so you can go and decorate your crayon now. Let it dry and crust over for about 15-20 minutes, and then meet me back here to outline and flood in the duck. I'm using a yellow royal icing at about a 15-second consistency, so I can go right up to the edge with my flood, and I don't have to worry that it's going to overflow. And by the way, all of the supplies you need to make these cookies are listed in the description, and you can also get a free template for cutting these out by hand, so be sure to check that out. And once you finish flooding in Quackers, take your scribe or your toothpick and settle the icing down, and then set it aside to dry for another 15-20 minutes until Quackers has crusted over, and then you can come back in with your yellow icing and outline and flood in the wings. Make sure you go over the top of the crayon a little bit and over the top of the icing you already piped. And I'm going to let my outline set up for just a minute while I go ahead and grab my orange royal icing, also at a 15-second consistency, and make the bottom part of the beak. Just make a little wide triangle here and then use your scribe to settle that icing down and shape it the way you need to. Now that my yellow outline for the wing has crusted over just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and flood in this section. I'm going to give it a generous amount of icing so that it doesn't crater. And then I'll use my scribe to settle down both sides to make sure that the icing gets all the way down to the cookie and to shape it the way I want to. Now, if your icing's not a 15-second consistency, you might want to be careful with how much you overfill this area, and you might even come back and pipe over it a third time if you don't use as much icing, just to give it that extra dimension and puff. And then let that dry while you move back up to the top part of the beak and put another triangle right on top of the triangle you already piped. Once again, using your scribe to settle that icing down and to shape it how you need to. And if you're enjoying this tutorial and you're totally Quackers for cookies like I am, go ahead and give that like button a smash, and if you have friends that are interested in cookie decorating, please share this video. Now, grabbing your black royal icing, just go ahead and make two little ovals for the eyes. Just squeeze a little bit of icing and drag a short oval, and then we'll once again try to make them the same size, and then use your scribe or your toothpick to further shape them and settle them down. And then I let my cookie dry completely. I let it dry overnight. And then I'm grabbing an edible marker and I'm just going to put Quacker's name right here in the center of the crayon. I wrote a little bit too big, but that's okay. And then I want to give my duck some rosy cheeks, so I have some edible dust here from the Sugar Heart. Again, all the products are linked in the description, and I'm just going to tap on some rosy cheeks. And then the last final step is to add a little bow that we made in a different video, which is also linked in the description. So just grab your bow royal icing transfer and put a little dot of icing on the back and attach it to the top of Quacker's head. And then take a look at your cookie and look to see if any of the icing has come out from under the transfer, and if it has, just grab a dampened paintbrush, wipe all the water off on a paper towel, and then brush away any extra icing. And Quackers is finished. She's adorable, and so are all of her friends. And these cookies would be super cute for back to school or for a classroom party, or even as a gift from the teacher to all of her students. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single one. And that's all, yolks. Thanks for watching.